guys, who's your best? You see number 5 here and there, 9 over there. Raise that higher. There's 2, 6, 7. What about candidate 1? Candidate 2? Candidate 8? Yan, ipakinig lang po natin sa kanila ang support na at pagmamahal natin because let me tell you, di ba, Nikki, it is not the easiest thing to be standing up here on stage.
The nerve that you have to carry in this exact same stage is really different. Grabe talaga ang
Grabe yung kulbaan na.
pinakulbaan din. Wow! Ako na! Ilong again! My heart!
Yes, and you know what? Corporate awards pa lang yun. Let's proceed to our casual interview. This is a preliminary interview for our candidate. Laban na kaagad.
Alam mo na agad!
Let's start with candidate number 1. Because our hashtag is always heartfelt beauty. Next time kailangan naka-shirt na tayo. Heartfelt beauty. Kaya, syempre, we focus on the advocacies that these ladies represent as well. So candidate number 1, are you ready for your question?
Yes, I'm ready to answer.
I love that fighting spirit. Okay, you want to do the first question?
Okay, are you ready? Let's do this. Your question is, what advice would you give to a teenager who dreams of becoming an artisan and contributing to the industry? Want me to repeat it? Again, your question is, what advice would you give to a teenager who dreams of becoming an artisan and contributing to the industry?
Thank you so much, Ate Mary. You know, when I competed at the World Robotics Olympiad at the age of 12, that was my turning point of my life. Because I realized at that moment, as a mature generation, as a mature member of society, it is our duty to support our children, whatever their dreams they have, whatever aspirations they want to do. Because at the end of the day, our children's dreams are valid. And so I want to use this platform to make a difference. Because together, we will rise if we help our children. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's now move on to candidate number 2.
Hello, candidate number 2. Are you nervous at all?
Oh, I'm feeling excited. Very excited.
Ganun dapat. Okay, so it says here that you advocate for the Panay Bukidnon culture, is that right?
Yeah.
So how would you encourage a friend to still experience the richness of local culture in person, despite the convenience of exploring it online through social media?
If I were to encourage someone to learn more about Panay Bukidnon, it would be to showing her or him the beauty of the culture, the dance, the Pinoy dance, the sugidanan chant, the traditional embroidery panubo. Because Panay Bukidnon has so much beauty. It's a rare gem that is yet to be discovered by everyone. And one of the things I realized as I immersed myself in the Panay Bukidnon community is that it is never enough that we know that they exist. But it is imperative that we understand it better, embrace, and know it by heart. Because as we aspire for progress and development, let us learn to look back and give pride and have that sense of pride to our roots and our culture. Only then can we say, proud and loudly, tumandok ako, ilog ang tumandok, puswag ang ilog, Panay Bukidnon akong ipagulong.
Up next, let's call on candidate number 3.
Hi, candidate number 3. Good evening.
Hello, Miss Nikki. Good evening. Go.
Are you ready? So your question is?
I am ready.
Okay. Your question is, with the growing demand for healthcare professionals locally, what are
deny the fact that there are some professionals that want to work in abroad. This is because the professionals here, especially the nurses, the medical technologists, are not well compensated here in the Philippines. But after all, this is the country that we serve, and we must give back to what we must have to give back to this country, especially to our city. But of course, we cannot deny the fact that our hard work should be compensated well. Thank you.
Is that call on candidate number 4? Hello, candidate number 4. It says here that your advocacy is peace education. So, when it comes to defining peace, two sides fight for very different things, right? Very different causes. So, do you believe that peace education is subjective, or does it have universal principles that apply to everyone?
Thank you for that question. Well, I believe that peace education, or the idea of peace is actually universal, because peace is not just the absence of conflict. It is the presence of understanding each other's differences and respecting these differences and valuing these differences. Because in a society where peace reigns, heartfelt beauty blooms. Thank you. Moving on. Candidate number 5.
Do you feel relief na hindi na mabigat ang yung binubuhat mong sashes kanina?
I thought I was about to cry out of gratefulness. That's all I felt.
You have to be recognized, diba? And now this time, the first challenge of the night, your preliminary interview. Ready for your question?
Yes.
Your question is, scientific studies often explain the importance of watersheds. How would you simplify this concept to help ordinary people understand and appreciate it?
When I was a kid, me, my siblings, and my cousins would often visit Dahan Dam, or the Maasin watershed that's been declared by the DNR as a nature reserve. Years later, I thought, in joining Miss Iloilo, that this Dahan Dam is just about a 30 to 45-minute drive from the airport. So why don't we back on that fact, especially given that the Maasin watershed supplies clean, fresh water source to thousands of Ilonggos, hundreds of communities. So how will I explain this in layman's terms or to the grassroots? I would ask them very simple questions. How are we supposed to live each day without drinking water to sustain our bodies? Can we imagine not having a bucket of water to bathe our bodies with, to cleanse our bodies? And last but definitely not the least, how can we thrive as a community in general, especially the athlete community that is very prevalent in our hometown Maasin, without the beauty and the importance of the river. Bakbak ang Maasin.
Thank you so much, candidate number 5. Let us now move on to our candidate number 6.
Hello, candidate number 6.
Hello, good evening.
So you advocate to rewriting history. So here is your question. When rewriting our personal or collective stories, should we leave the past behind and move forward? Or is it important to always carry it with us?
They always say that past is part of our present, but I do believe that each and every one of us has the freedom to choose if these past experiences, are we going to use it as a powerful tool to create a meaningful impact in our life. And I myself, during my teenage years, I've experienced bullying, but those experiences didn't hold me back. Instead, I use it as a powerful tool to learn and grow. And now I'm standing here in front of you all, wearing my most authentic shoes, my most divine shoes, ready to conquer the world and also to share awareness about my advocacy. And together, let's create a community where each and everyone
women. That would be all. Thank you, candidate number 6. Uy, grabe kayo ah! Kasi sabi niya, authentic and divine shoes. Sabi ko, saan ka nabibili yun? Ikaw bumili ka rin. Ang galing ka rin mo ah! Kasi hindi ako
Sabi ni Divine Shoes.
Okay.
Number 1, 2,
Go on. Candidate number 7.
Hi, candidate number 7. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, I'm
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, your question is, what are some practical benefits we can gain from learning and applying space science in our daily lives?
As we all know that science is everywhere. What do we have? One thing in common in this room, and that is a zipper. It is a mechanical tool that helps us every day. But one thing that I can share to you today is the knowledge where I, as the Vice President of the ESAQ Space Society, is the satellite. We may lack resources, but that's because we are limited to these certain scenes. But satellites can produce us and help us, just like flood mappings, building, agricultural mappings. This is a blood of progress. Science is the blood of progress. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It would be really nice to see more women in STEM.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree.
Okay, up next we have candidate number 8. Okay, so it says here you advocate for rural workers' welfare. So my question now is, how did children in rural workers' families still dream despite the struggles that shape their lives differently?
You know what, Nicole, I am really a dreamer. And while working hard alongside my mom in a farm, I started to dream. But those dreams were shattered when she had to go abroad to support our family. It was a very difficult and painful time for me. But I am so grateful for this opportunity to express my unresolved pain of my childhood. And that is why I am deeply committed of supporting rural workers in my community, where no child have been able to, they should be able to equip their knowledge and skills for them to achieve their dreams. Because Nikki, Nicole, our dreams should come true right here in the land where our heart beats. And sana sa sariling bayan, kaya nang matupad ang mga pangarap. Madam, maging salamat.
Thank you very much. Because true empowerment, diba, is getting rid of the disadvantaged position you're in and finding your strength to overcome that. Napatest ako eh, kasi sabi niya ni Nicole, you're not
Nikki Nicole.
me. Oh, pamali.
You know what's pamati? You know what's pamati? She said pamati. Listen.
Yun na nga eh, kaya naparecite ako. For good job, candidate number 8. Up next, we have candidate number 9. What a set of dreams here.
Grabe, ladies, happy they're this year. Hi. Good evening, candidate number 9.
Ayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Okay. Your question is, despite trends, how can you inspire the youth to embrace upcycling and move away from the comfort of fast fashion?
My advocacy is all about sustainable fashion. And this advocacy is very close to home. It's all about a young girl who has little but has much more to express and to give to others. Well, for this, I wasn't really mortgaged, so whatever that's in my plate, I take it. And all of my clothes are from thrifted stores and hand-me-downs. So whenever I go out, I just don't feel confident wearing it, but I have to because it's the only thing I have. Not until my mother taught me how to sew. By that time, I was able to revise my tops, my dresses, and that's when I was able to wear the tailored fit type of dresses. And that's why my main community is the youth. Because when I was able to wear that tailored fit dress, It gives me a boost of confidence to content. And with that sustainable fashion that I've done, it's just not us, trying to help the world or help the living things here, but it's also trying to find your authentic self, your style. And that's what happened to me, and that's how I'm able to give out to the youth community as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 9.
You. Lastly, we have candidate number 10. Hello, candidate number 10.
Matamis sa gabi, Iloilo!
Kamusta naman talaga ng green na yun?
I am from the sweet city in heart of Manila.
Oh, wow! Okay. So it says here that you advocate for women and children empowerment. And there is a staggering number of women and children who are living in abusive households, for example. So standing here as a woman who empowers, if they are listening to you right now, what is your message for them? Do you think when is the right time for them to speak up? Or do they process their emotions more? What is your word of advice for them?
You know what, Miki and Cool? As someone who advocates for the well-being of the children, I wanted to be someone who becomes a role model, who has the patience and becomes supportive. Someone who wants to understand the children and not to judge. I know in cases of abuse, there are a lot of things that are happening around us that is very sensitive. And these children, they have their own ways of handling their traumas and pains. There are some who has the courage to speak up right away, and there are some who needs time to be able to understand their situation. But most importantly, we the adults should be the ones to understand them. That is why the healing begins if we should understand them. Give them the value, the care, the love, because by that they would know that there is someone standing with them, and that is us. Thank you.
Yes, because if they cannot find love in their household, it is our responsibility as their community to give that to them. Talaga tutuhanin natin yung trend na we listen and we don't judge, diba? Sometimes you just need to listen to that, right? Okay, so I think we need to call on someone special as well. Kasi hindi kompleto ang Miss Iloilo din. Pag kami dalawa lang nandito.
Mama, okay, to make this night even more special, Nicole, joining us here is a familiar face, a host who embodies the longer charm and excellence. Miss Iloilo's heartfelt gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome Mr. Ryan Gregory Nunez. Hey, Ryan.
Hello, hello, hello! Maayong gabi, Iloilo!
Alright, I believe you prepared 2 songs for this segment.
Oh yeah, not just songs, that's performance too. Are you guys ready? Parang ayaw mo na makita. I guess we're more ready to see more of our candidates.
Actually, hindi kita papasayawin ang baka pero alam ko, meron kang mga special na balita na para sa amin for tonight.
Of course. And I'm joining these beautiful... Well, first of all, it is such an honor to be the only gentleman among these beautiful Binibini songs.
Ay, ano may adjective? Beautiful.
Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, wonderful Binibini songs.
Okay.
And the one we flower face from last year.
Ngayon, face na.
Face na.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Anyway, Nicole, I think welcome back to Iloilo. And as I said, I brought some good news for everybody, and I'm here to introduce and help you along us meet our distinguished board of judges this evening. And we will start with our first judge, who is the beloved cousin of our IFF5 chairman, Mr. Judge Lopez Kanya. He is also an entrepreneur and professional with over 35 years of experience across various business sectors. He currently serves as the president of Rockwell Club and CEO of GICF, where his leadership has been instrumental in driving business growth. Our first judge is also a board advisor at Rockwell Land and serves as board member of First Gen Corporation and Lopez Incorporated. Additionally, he's the second nominee of the Partidas Partido sa Bagong Pilipino, which seats in Congress in the upcoming election. Additionally, a member of the influential Lopez family, our judge holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from De La Salle Universities. Iloilo, please join me in giving a warm Ilonggo welcome to Mr. Beaver Lopez.
Good luck, sir.
Alright, our next judge is Miss Philippines Supranational 2025, who will compete on July 2025, Miss Universe Philippines 2024, third runner-up, and Miss Universe Baguio 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, please all welcome Miss Nana Valencia.
The girl with the sweetest face in pageantry. Na ang sarap ni copy paste. Our next judge is a Pinoy Big Brother season celebrity housemate. She was Pilipinas Grand International 2020. Sino kaya ako? She is also a Malaria Free Philippines spokesperson. Nalilito ako, sino kaya ako?
Doesn't sound familiar.
No? She is my Bini sister and my first runner-up sister, Samantha Bernardo!
And to complete our board of judges, she's Miss Earth Air 2023, licensed medical laboratory scientist, and president of Mission for Everyone Incorporated, Asia's Woman of Influence in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and most empowered humanitarian youth education champion of the year. And she's also Asia's most empowered young woman, environmentalist icon, and exceptional ground beauty education advocate award of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Miss Iliana Maria Guana.
Grabe naman talaga ang ating board of judges for this year. Talagang top caliber teams.
Of course, we can trust that our scoring sheets are in good hands. So once again, Ilonggo, make some noise for our distinguished board of judges. There you go. And they have the best teams, but they have the toughest job.